What's up, boxing fans? I'm Miguel Maravilla with a preview of this heavyweight showdown between former heavyweight champs Andy Ruiz Jr. and Luis King Kong Ortiz. This is a fun fight. You got the two fun heavyweights, always in fun fights. These guys are never in a dull fight, always giving their fans their money's worth. Fan-friendly fighters, what can I say? Have the former world champion Ruiz, who won his world title with a knockout, and then you have Ortiz, who was in two amazing fights with Deontay Wilder. He's also seen him in some pretty exciting fights. A showdown between Cuban boxing and Mexican boxing, the heavyweight edition. One thing is certain is that there will be excitement in this fight. It will be a fun-filled fight.
The Cuban heavyweight, very exciting, as mentioned. Undefeated until he met Deontay Wilder. Put up a hell of a fight in both times against Wilder, as he was stopped in the 10th round back in 2018, and then ended up winning 3 more fights. Then meeting Deontay Wilder once again, dropping a 7th round knockout, as he was boxing very well in that fight until was on the receiving end of that big punch which knocked him out. Since the loss, he's scored a knockout over Alexander Flores, and in his last fight was involved in a wild fight, scoring a 6-round stoppage over Charles Martin, a fight in which Ortiz was down early on, and then Martin was down twice in the 6th. Route to the stoppage for Luis King Kong Ortiz. Now getting ready to battle the former heavyweight champion Andy Ruiz in a battle that will pit Mexican heavyweight and Cuban heavyweight. Since shocking the world and pulling the upset with his 7th round stoppage over Anthony Joshua back in 2019, he dropped the unanimous decision to Joshua, and since then, he's only fought once, that taking place last year in May, winning a unanimous decision to fellow Mexican heavyweight Chris Arreola. In that fight, it was evident that Ruiz struggled as he was dropped in that fight. He, wasn't his best. Looked very sluggish. Arreola gave him 12 rounds of pure hell. Gave him a battle. Now he returns to take on former world champion Luis King Kong Ortiz.
Coming into this fight, there's a lot of skepticism about both fighters. You have Andy Ruiz, with the shape he was in, performance he had the last time. You have King Kong, how much he has left in the tank, what's his real age. However, it's a fun fight. It's a great matchup. You have 2 fighters that are fan-friendly fighters. In this fight, I see King Kong being the elusive fighter, being the boxer, sticking and moving like he showed in his fight with Wilder. Of course, Ruiz is going to be the one on the hunt. He's going to be the one looking to get inside, digging to the body, chopping him down. And I believe he executes that, taking him to the later rounds and stopping King Kong with relentless body attack early on. Later in the rounds, he chops him down and finds him for the knockout. But one thing's certain, it will be a fun fight. with Ruiz winning by late knockout and keeping his hopes alive for another world title shot down the line.